Hello, my little friends. I am back again with another beautiful bedtime story. My name is Ravi Kishore, and today I am going to narrate about Wings of Love, the story of Sampati and Jatayu, the bonding of brothers. A reference from Valmiki Ramayanam. A long, long time ago, when the earth was still young and full of wonders, two brothers soared through the skies. Their names were Sampati and Jatayu, sons of the mighty Aruna, the charioteer of sun god Surya. They were vultures but unlike any we see today. These brothers were grand and noble, the wide wings that shimmered golden under the sun. Their feathers sparkled, and when they flew together, they looked like shooting stars gliding across the heavens. But even more beautiful than their wings was their bond. Jatayu, the younger one, was cheerful and curious. He loved to play, explore, and sometimes even get into little mischief. Sampati, the elder, was strong, wise, and very protective of his little brother. Wherever Jatayu went, Sampati would follow, watching over him like a second pair of eyes in the sky. They grew up flying together, sharing food, telling stories, and laughing like only brothers can. And even in their quiet moments, when not a word was spoken, they could feel the warmth of each other's hearts. One day, while they were flying high above the clouds, Jatayu said excitedly, "Let's see who can fly higher today." "Oh, brother, I want to touch the sun." Sampati laughed. "Careful, little one. The sun is not as gentle as it looks." But Jatayu was already soaring upwards, wings slicing through the wind. Sampati followed close behind, smiling but watchful. Higher and higher they went, past the clouds, past the birds, past even the mountain tops. But the closer they flew to the sun, the stronger its heat became. Soon Jatayu began to feel the heat. His wings burned, his feathers curled, and he cried out in pain, "Ah, brother, the heat!" And without thinking, Sampati rushed to his brother's side. With one mighty flap, he spread his wings wide over Jatayu, shielding him from the sun's blazing rays. Sampati took the full force of the heat. His wings caught fire. The feathers blackened and fell, and his body burnt as he dropped from the sky. He hit the ground with a thud and a high cliff near the southern seas. His wings were gone. He could no longer fly. But Jatayu was safe. Sampati smiled through the pain. "That's what brothers are for," he whispered. From that day on, Sampati lived alone on the cliffside, quietly watching the world. His body was broken, but his heart remained strong. He waited patiently for his strength and perhaps one day for his brother. Jatayu, filled with sorrow and gratitude, continued his life with a vow. "I shall protect the Dharma and the innocent. I shall never let evil pass if I can stop it." And so the years turned into centuries, centuries into thousands of years. The world changed. Kingdoms rose and fell. But the bond between Sampati and Jatayu stayed firm in their hearts. Then came a time when the noble prince Rama, an avatar of Bhagavan Vishnu, wandered the forests in exile with his wife Sita and brother Lakshmana. One day, the evil demon king Ravana captured Sita and took her away in his flying chariot. Jatayu, though old and frail by then, saw the crime from the sky. He could have flown away, but he remembered his promise. He chased Ravana through the air and challenged him to battle. Leave the noble lady alone, he cried. A great fight followed in the sky. Jatayu fought with all his strength, but Ravana was powerful. With a cruel strike, he cut off Jatayu's wings. Wounded and falling, Jatayu crashed into the forest below. Still, he did not cry for himself. He cried only for Sita. When Rama came searching, he found Jatayu dying. With his last breath, Jatayu spoke of Sita's abduction and whispered Rama's name with devotion. Rama held Jatayu's hand and wept. You are like a father to me, he said. You gave your life for what is right. Far away, old Sampati sat silent on his cliff. Suddenly he felt something in his heart, a deep pain, a warmth fading. My brother, Jatayu, you are gone. He closed his eyes. A tear rolled down his cheek. You kept your promise, little one. You flew higher than I ever could, not in the sky, but in courage. Days later, Rama's allies, the Vanaras, came looking for Sita. When they searched through the southern mountains, they met the old broken Sampati. He listened to the story. He heard the name of Rama, and then he heard the name Jatayu. His eyes welled up. His heart pounded with both grief and pride. Though he could no longer fly, Sampati did one last noble act. He used his sharp eyesight better than any creature alive. He took across the ocean. Far away, he saw the golden palace of Lanka. There, he said, is where Ravana has taken Sita. Go, noble ones. My brother gave his life for Rama. Let me do my part too. And with that, Sampati fulfilled his final duty, not just as a noble bird, but as a loving brother. And so, immediately, Sampati got his feathers back and he started flying away in the sky. And so, even after thousands of years, their love stood tall like a mountain. Sampati and Jatayu remind us the truest strength lies not in our wings, but in our hearts, in keeping promises, in protecting those who we love, and in standing up for what is right. So, whenever you look up the sky and see a bird soaring free, remember the two brothers who once touched the sun and each other's hearts, and whose love still soars higher than any sky. Guys, that's the end. Now it's time to go to bed. I will come back with another great story another time. Good night.